What's up, everybody? This is Bar911970. Thank you for watching my video, and I thought I would make a simple little, kind of a no-brainer type of video to put things in a little bit different perspective so you can basically understand the difference between precious metals and fiat currency. So bear with me on this. There's a purpose for this video. Sometimes I like to put things in easier perspectives that you may not think about. So let's say as far as cost, which is going to cost more to create. So we're going to use gold, silver, and fiat currencies. So in this hand, we have 1 ounce of silver. And in this hand, we have 100 ounces of silver. Now, this hand right here, how much more value will there be as far as the metal? Well, there's 100 times more. So it's going to be 100 times more expensive because you have 100 times more of the silver in this hand as opposed to this hand. Okay? Let's do the same thing with gold. 1 ounce of gold in this hand, 100 ounces of gold in this hand. Which do you think is going to have more value? Well, of course, it's going to be this side because you're going to have 100 times more ounces of gold than in this hand. Seem to make sense so far? Now, let's take a fiat currency note. Let's have a $1 bill in this hand and a $100 bill in this hand. Well, how much more is there? Same 2 pieces of paper, isn't it? So even though this one says $1 and this one says 100, it did not cost any more to make this note as opposed to this note. So where is the value of that coming from? There is no 100 times the amount of paper or material needed like in gold and silver. So when you have 1 ounce of silver in one hand and 100 ounces in the other, well, it's 100 times more valuable because there's 100 times more metal. Same thing with gold. But when you're talking a fiat currency note, you can have $1 in this hand and a $1 trillion note in this hand, and it will cost your government no extra amount to print either one, because all they're doing is adding zeros to the same piece of paper. So we have to understand that they robbed us from our wealth, because all currencies, or all money, starts out being backed by gold and silver, or actually they use gold and silver in the coinage. And then they slowly take it away from you by issuing paper notes where you can redeem them for gold or silver. Then eventually they take that away, slowly less and less percentage of it until there's none at all, to the value of the money that we have today. So to be fiscally responsible, banks had to have at least a certain amount of gold or silver to protect the amount of money that was being created from being printed, into infinity. Well, since they took away the gold and the silver from our coins and our current money, it's now become a worthless, well, not worthless, but soon to be worthless fiat currency around the world, where they don't need anything other than an extra number on a bill to create more wealth. So that's the illusion. So I understand that people want to have cash. Of course, while it still has the ability to purchase things, you want to use it. But it's basically a lie that has a shelf life. It's not going to last forever, and throughout history it never has lasted forever. That is why precious metals will always have their day. Now, we're seeing these prices being dipped not because honest, legitimate people are saying that gold and silver has no value. It's because the people that are in charge of making these fiat garbage notes don't want the people to realize that gold and silver is real money and real protection of wealth. So they are trying to destroy that confidence that we have in it. So we exchange our physical precious metals for this worthless, well, soon to be worthless fiat currency that they can print to infinity and cost them barely anything, especially when the majority of the money created is in the form of digital currency. So maybe this might put it in a little bit better perspective for you as far as when you're talking gold and silver in your hands and paper money that is printed to infinity. It can't last forever. It won't last forever. It's lasting now. It's going to have a shelf life. All things must come to an end. Gold and silver will last for thousands of years past. It's lasted thousands of years before us. Paper is going the way of the dodo. It's just a matter of time. If you want to be stuck with it, that is your option. Me, I'll sit patiently waiting for the day my gold and silver, the physical gold and silver that I own, goes back to where it really is meant to be. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.